Hello everyone, good evening, you all guys. How are you all? I hope you are doing great and taking a very good care of yourself and your family. Most welcome to our YouTube channel Udar Kumar 2M guys. Today I'm going to solve VVI questions, most important questions related to guys polynomials and volume of surface area. So now let's begin. Factorize. Okay guys. Based on exercise 3C. Question number first. Have a look guys. X square plus 11x plus 30. Have a look guys, solution. X square plus 11x plus 30 is equal to 30 का हम फैक्टर लिखेंगे. We write all factors of 30. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 15, 6, 10, 15 and 30. We choose two numbers whose sum is 11 and product will be 30. Here we can see 5 and 6 whose sum is 11 and product is 30. So we can write x square plus 6x plus 5x plus 30. X square. Now we can common x here, x plus 6, and we can common here plus 5, and as a multiple x plus 6. So we can write x plus 6 and as a multiple x plus 5. So this is the required answer. Have a look. Next questions. Question number second. X square plus 18x plus 32. Have a look. Solution of this. X square plus 18x plus 32. Similarly, we write all factors of 32. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 and 32. We choose two numbers whose sum is 18 and product will be 32. What you can see. Here we can see 2 and 16 whose sum is 18 and product will be 32. So we can write x square. 18x can be written as 16x plus 2x plus 32. Now we can common here x as a multiple x plus 16, and we can common here plus 2, and we can write x plus 16 as a multiple. Now we can common x plus 16, x plus 16, and we can write x plus 2 as a multiple. This is the required answer. This is the required factors of x square plus 18x plus 32. Now let's go ahead. x square plus 20x plus minus 69. Similarly, we can write x square plus 20x minus 69. Now, we write all factors of 69. 1, 3, 23 and 69. Now, we choose two numbers whose sum or difference will be 20 and their product will be 69. So, we can see two numbers here, 3 and 23, whose difference will be 20 and product will be 69. So, we can write x square plus 20x can be written as 23x minus 3x and 69 as it is. Now, we can common x. So, we can write x plus 23 as a multiple, and here we can common 3 minus 3. So, we can write x plus 23 as a multiple. Now, we can see here x plus 23 and x plus 23. So, we can take common x plus 23 and we can write x minus 3 as a multiple. This is the required factors of x square plus 20x minus 69. Now let's go ahead. Now let's go ahead, guys, to the next questions. Question number 4. Have a look, guys. Question number 4. X squared minus 19x, sorry, plus 19x minus 150. Similarly, we can write x squared plus 19x minus 150. Now, we write all factors of 150. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, 30, and we can also write 50 and 75 and 150. Hello, hello. Now choose two numbers whose sum will be 90, 19 and their product will be 150. So have a look, guys. Choose two numbers whose sum or difference will be 19x and their product will be 150. So choose two numbers. We can write. Now have a look, guys. अब पोलिनोमियल्स चल रहा है, फैक्टराइजेशन चैप्टर चल रहा है पोलिनोमियल्स का, ठीक है। पोलिनोमियल्स का फैक्टराइजेशन चैप्टर चल रहा है। ऑल फैक्टर्स 6 से इसको हम डिवाइड कर लेते हैं, एक और फैक्टर्स मिल सकते हैं हमारे पास। 6 2 जा 12, यहाँ 3 बच गया, 6 4 ये 25 भी इसके फैक्टर्स हो जाएंगे, ठीक है। और हम लोग नाउ वी चूज टू नंबर्स 6 and 25 whose difference will be 19 and their product will be 150. So now we can write x square and 19x can be written as 25x minus 6x and 150 as it is. Now we can common x here. So we can write x into x plus 25 as a multiple, and we can common here minus 6, and we can write x plus 25 as a multiple. Now we can common. We can take common x plus 25, and x plus 25 is present in both terms, so we can common, and we can write x plus 25, and we can write x minus 6 as a multiple. So this is the required factors of x square plus 19x minus 150. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 5. X square plus 7x minus 98. So first of all, we write all factors of 98. 1, 2, and we can write it is not divisible by 3, so we can divide it 4 and check it by divisibility rule 4. 4 2 is 8. It is also not divisible by 4, so we can check divisibility to 5. It is not divisible by 5, so we check divisibility rule 6, and it is not divisible by 6, so it is divisible by 7, and 14, and 49, and 98. Now we have to choose two numbers whose sum or difference will be 7 and their product will be 98. So we can see here two numbers 7 and 14 whose difference will be plus 7 and their product will be 98. Yani it means minus 98. So we can write x square plus 7x minus 98 as it is. Now we can write x square, and 7x can be written as plus 14x minus 7x, and 98 as it is. Now here we take common, we take x as common, and we can write x plus 14 as a multiple, and we take 7 as a common, minus 7, and we can write x plus 14 as a multiple. Now we can see here x plus 14 and x plus 14 is present in both terms, so we can take common x plus 14, and we can write as a multiple x minus 7. This is the required factors of x square plus 7x minus 28. Now let's go ahead. Question number 6. X square plus 2 root 3x minus 24. Have a look, guys. First of all, for solving this type of polynomials, we divide constant by root numbers 3, and we can write 24 divided by 3 is equal to 8. Now we can write all factors of 8, and we get 1, 2, 4, and 8, all factors of 8. So choose two numbers whose product will be 8. We can see here two numbers, 2 and 4, whose product will be 8, and consider 3 also as a factor. So we can check here 3 into 2 into 4, we can get 3 to the 6, 4 the 24. So two numbers with root 3, we can write x square plus 2 root 3x 4 root 3x and plus 2 root 3x and minus 24 as it is. Now we can take x as common, so we can write x plus 4 root 3 as a multiple, and here we can take plus 2 as a common, and we can write root 3x we can also write 2 root 3 as a common, and we can write here x plus minus, here also we can put minus 2, minus because 4 minus 2 2, and root 3x as a common, so root 3x. So now we can take minus 2 root 3 as a common, and we can write x plus 4 root 3 as a multiple. Now we can see here x plus 4 root 3 and x plus 4 root 3 are present in both terms, so we can take as a common x plus 4 root 3, and we can write x minus 2 root 3 as a multiple. This is the required factors of x square plus 2 under root 3x minus 24. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. So first of all, we have to wipe the board. Okay, we have to wipe the board. So let me wipe the board. Now have a look. Question number 7. X square minus 21x plus 90. First of all, we have to write all factors of 90. So we can write all factors of 90. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 9, 10, 15, 18, 30, 45, and 90. Now we have to choose two numbers whose sum or difference will be minus 21 and their product will be 90. So choose two numbers. Choose two numbers. We can see here 6 and 15 whose product will be 21. Sum will be 21 and difference will be 90. So, but here minus sign, so we take minus sign in both numbers and we can write x square minus 15x and minus 6x. You can say minus 20x can be written as minus 15x minus 6x and plus 90 as it is. Now we can see x is present in both terms. So we can take x as a common and we can write x minus 15 as a multiple. And we can see x 6 is present in both terms. So we can take minus 6 as a common and we can write x minus 15 as a multiple, because when we multiply minus 6 with x we can get minus 6x, and when we multiply minus 6 with minus 15 we can get product as a product plus 90. So now we can see x minus 15 and x minus 15 are present in both terms. So we can take common x minus 15 and we can write x minus 6 as a multiple. This is the required factors of polynomials x square minus 21x plus 90. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 8. X squared minus 22x plus 120. First of all, we have to find all factors of 120. So we can write all factors of 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, and also we can write 5, 6. Now we can write 8, 10, 12, and 15, and 20, and we can also write 24 and 30. We can also write 40, 60, 120. Now we have to choose two numbers whose sum or difference will be minus 22 and their product will be plus 120. So we can take two numbers. So have a look. We can see here 10 and 20 whose sum will be 22 and product will be 120. So we take two numbers 10 and 12, but here minus sign is present, so we need to take minus sign with two numbers 10 and 12. So we can write x squared minus 22x can be written as minus 12x minus 10x because their sum will be minus 22x and their product will be plus 120. You can see here 12 times are 120 because minus minus plus, and sum of minus 12x and minus 10x will be minus 22x. So now we can see x are present in both, so we can take x as a common and we can write x minus 12 as a multiple, and here we can see 10 is present in both terms, so we can write minus 10 as a common and x minus 12 as a multiple. Now we can see x minus 12 and x minus 12 are present here in both terms, so we can take x minus 12 as a common and we can write x minus 10 as a multiple. So this is the required factors of the polynomial x squared minus 22x plus 120. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 9. X squared minus 4x plus 3. Now we have to write all factors of constant number 3. So we can write here 1 and 3. We have two numbers 1 and 3 whose sum will be 4 and difference will be 3. But we can see here minus 4x. So we need to take minus sign with two numbers, 1 and 3. So we can write x squared and minus 4x can be written as minus 3x minus x because their sum will be minus 4x and their difference will be plus 3. Now we take x as a common and we can write x minus 3 as a multiple, and here we can take minus 1 as a common and we can write x minus 3 as a multiple. Now x minus 3 and x minus 3 are present in both terms, so we can take x minus 3 as a common and we can write x minus 1 as a multiple. This is the required factors of the polynomial x squared minus 4x plus 3. Now let's go ahead to the next questions, but first of all we have to wipe the board. So let me wipe the board. Now have a look. Question number 10. X squared plus 7 under root 6x plus 60. First of all, to make this polynomial easy to solve, we have to divide constant number by 6. So after dividing 60 by 6, we get 10. Now we have to write all factors of 10. So all factors of 10 will be 1, 2, 5 and 10. Now choose two numbers. Choose two numbers from here whose product will be 10. So we can consider here 2 and 5 and also whose sum will be 7. So we can see 2 plus 5 7 and whose product will be 10. So we take root 6 with both numbers and we can write x square plus 7 root 6x can be written as 5 under root 6x plus 2 under root 6x and 60 as it is because their sum will be 7 under root 6x and their product will be 60. So now we take x as a common and we can write x plus 5 under root 6 as a multiple. Now we can take 2 under root 6 as a common and we can write x plus 5 under root 6 as a multiple. Now we can see x plus 5 under root 6 and x plus 5 under root 6 present in both terms. So we can take x plus 5 under root 6 as a common and x plus 2 root 6. as a multiple. This is the required factors of the polynomial x square plus 7 under root 6x plus 60. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 11. Have a look. Question number 11. X square plus 3 under root 3x plus 6. Now, first of all, to make this polynomial to solve easily, we have to divide this constant number by this number. So, after dividing 6 by 3, we get 2 as a quotient. Now, we have to write all factors of this quotient and we get 1 and 2 as a factor of 2. Okay, now take root 3 with two numbers because their sum will be 3 and their product will be 2. So now we can write x square plus 2 root 2 under root 3x plus root 3x plus 6 because their sum will be 3 under root 3x and their product will be 6. So now we can take x as a common and we can write x plus 2 under root 3 as a multiple. Now we can take plus root 3 as a common and we can write x plus 2 root 3 as a multiple. Now we can see here x plus 2 under root 3 and x plus 2 under root 3 are present in both terms. So we can write x plus 2 under root 3 as a common and we can write x plus root 3 as a multiple. So this is the required factors of the polynomial x square plus 3 under root 3x plus 6. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 12. But before moving forward, we have to wipe the board to make available space. To make enough space, we have to wipe the board. So let me wipe the board first. Now have a look, question number 12. X square plus 6 under root 6x plus 48. To solve this polynomial easily, we have to divide 48 by 6. After dividing 48 by 6, we get 8 as a quotient. Now, we have to write all factors of this quotient. That means all factors of 8. So, all factors of 8 will be 1, 2, 4 and 8. Now we have to choose two numbers whose sum will be 6 and their product will be 8. So we can consider here two numbers 2 and 4 whose sum will be 6 and their product will be 8. So we can write x square plus 6 under root 6x plus 48 as it is. Now we can write x square and 6 under root 6x can be written as 4 under root 6x plus 2 under root 6x because their sum will be 6 under root 6x and their product will be 48. Now we can take x as a common and we can write x plus 4 under root 6 as a multiple. Now we can take 2 under root 6 as a common and we can write x plus 4 under root 6 as a multiple. Now we can see clearly x plus 4 root 6 and x plus 4 root 6 are present in both terms. So we can take x plus 4 root 6 as a common and we can write x plus 2 root 6 as a multiple. This is the required factors of the polynomial x square plus 6 under root 6x plus 48. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 13. X square plus 5 under root 5x plus 30. To solve this polynomial easily, we have to divide this constant number by this number. After dividing this constant number by this number, we get 6 as a quotient. Now we have to write all factors of 6. So all factors of 6 will be 1, 2, 3 and 6. Now we have to choose two numbers from here whose sum will be 5 and their product will be 6. So we can consider two numbers 2 and 3 whose sum will be 5 and their product will be 6. So we can write x square plus 5 under root 5x can be written as 3 under root 5x plus 2 under root 5x plus 30 because 3 under root 5x and 2 under root 5x. The sum of 3 under root 5x plus 2 under root 5x will be 5 under root 5x and their product will be plus 30. So now we can take x as a common and we can write x plus 3 under root 5 as a multiple and we can take here 2 under root 5 as a common and we can write x plus 3 under root 5 as a multiple. Now we can see clearly x plus 3 under root 5 and x plus 3 under root 5 are present in both terms. So we can take x plus 3 under root 5 as a common and we can write this x plus 2 under root 5 as a multiple. This is the required factors of the polynomial x square plus 5 under root 5x plus 30. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. But before moving forward, we have to wipe the board. So let me wipe the board first. Have a look. Question number 14. X square minus 24x minus 180. First of all, we have to find all factors of 180. Okay, so all factors of 180 will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and now we check the divisibility rule of 7. It is not divisible by 7. Now we check divisibility rule 8. So it is not divisible by 8. So now we check divisibility rule 9 and we find that the number 180 is divisible by 9. So we can write 9 as a factor. Now we can write 15, 12, because 12 divides 180 exactly. So we can write 12 as a factors, and 15 also we can write 15 as a factors because 15 divides 180 exactly without leaving any remainder. Okay. And we can also write 20 because 20 divides 180 exactly. And we can also write 30 because 30 divides 180 exactly. And we can also write 36 because 36 divides 180 exactly. We can write 60 because it divides 180 exactly. And we can write 90 and also we can write 180. Now we have to choose two numbers whose sum or difference will be minus 24 and product will be minus 180. So we need two numbers. Okay, look here and find out two numbers whose sum or difference will be minus 24 and product will be minus 180. We can see here two numbers 12 whose sum will be 24 and difference will be 180. So we can write x square and 20 minus 24 x can be written as minus 15x minus 12x. Am I right? No. We can't write these numbers. So take another numbers. Oh, sorry, we miss one number. 18 also will be the factors of 180. Now choose two numbers. So we can take 6 and 30, whose difference will be minus 24 and product will be minus 180. So minus 24 can be written as plus 30, sorry, minus 30 x plus 6x. Now because their sum will be minus 24 and their product will be minus 180. So now we take x as a common and we can write x minus 30 as a multiple, and here we can take plus 6 as a common and we can write x minus 30 as a multiple. So we can see clearly x minus 30 and x minus 30 are present in both terms, so we can take x minus 30 as a common and we can write this and this as a multiple, x plus 6. So this is the required factors of the polynomial x square minus 24x minus 180. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 15. X squared minus 32x minus 105. So we have to choose two factors of minus 105 whose sum or difference will be 30 minus 32 and their product will be minus 105. So choose two numbers. Choose two numbers. So first of all, we have to write all factors of 105. 1, 3, 5, 21, 35, and 105. Now we have to take two numbers whose sum or difference will be minus 32 and their product will be minus 105. So we consider two numbers 3 and 35 whose difference, whose sum will be minus 32 and their difference will be 105. So we can write x squared plus minus 35x plus 3x, because their sum will be minus 32x and their difference, their product will be minus 105. Now we take x as a common and we can write x minus 35 as a multiple, and we can also take 3 plus 3 as a common, and we can write x minus 35 as a multiple. Now we can see x minus 35 and x minus 35 are present in both terms, so we can take x minus 35 as a common, and we can write x plus 3 as a multiple. So this is the required factors of the polynomial x squared minus 32x minus 105. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 16. X squared minus 11x minus 80. First of all, we have to write all factors of 80, or we have to find out two numbers whose sum or difference will be minus 11 and their product will be minus 80. Okay, so choose two numbers. Now we can find out two numbers. So we find two numbers, 16 and 5, whose difference will be 11 and their product will be 80. But we need to take minus sign because here we need minus 11x, so we need to take minus here and plus here, because the product of two numbers, one positive negative numbers and another positive numbers, will be always negative as a product. So we can write x squared minus 16x plus 5x, because their sum will be minus 11x and their product will be minus 80. Okay, so now we take x as a common, and we can write x minus 16 as a multiple, and we take plus 5 as a common, and we can write x minus 16 as a multiple. Now we can see clearly x minus 16 and x minus 16 are present in both terms, so we can take x minus 16 as a common, and we can write x plus 5 as a multiple. This is the required factors of the polynomial x squared minus 11x and minus 80. Now let's go ahead to the next questions, but before moving forward, we have to wipe the board. Now have a look. Question number 17. Six minus x squared. Now we have to find, first of all, we have to find all factors of this constant number 6. So all factors of this number will be 1, 2, 3 and 6. Now we have to choose two numbers from here whose product will be plus 6 and their sum or difference will be minus x. Okay, here you can consider 1 as a coefficient, and so we have to choose two numbers from here whose product will be plus 6 and their difference will be minus 1. So we can consider two numbers whose product will be plus 6 and their difference will be minus 1. So as a difference minus 1, we have to take minus sign with greater number. You can consider 3 with minus sign. So we can write 6 and minus x can be written as minus 3x plus 2x, because their sum will be minus x and their product will be 6 minus 6. Okay, minus x squared. Now you can also write this polynomial in a standard form. So you can write this polynomial as x squared minus s squared minus x plus 6. So we take minus as a common and we can write x squared plus x minus 6. Now here we find positive x. So we need to take these two numbers, one number with positive sign and other number with negative sign. But we need plus x, so we need plus sign with greater number and minus sign with a smaller number. So now we can write this polynomial as x squared and plus x can be written as plus 3x minus 2x, because their difference will be plus x and their product will be minus 6. Now we can take x as a common, so we can write x plus 3 as a multiple, and we can take here 2 minus 2 as a common and we can write x plus 3 as a multiple. We can see clearly x plus 3 and x plus 3 are present in both terms, so we can write x plus 3 as a multiple and we can write x minus 2 as a multiple. We can take x plus 3 as a common and we can write x minus 2 as a multiple. This is the required factors of the polynomial 6 minus x squared. But here we need to rechange this polynomial, because this polynomial, given polynomial are in the form 6 minus x squared. So we need to change this answer accordingly the given polynomial. Okay, because in the initial time we take minus as a common, so we need to multiply these products with minus sign, so we can write and you can consider it as uh, 6 minus x squared. Consider these two numbers 6 minus x can be written as minus 3x plus 2x minus x square. So first of all, we take x as a common and we can write this as a 2 minus x, and here you can take 3 as a common and you can write 2 minus 2 minus x as a multiple form, plus sign is present here. Now you can take this as a common and take this and this as a multiple. So now have a look, because we have to change this polynomial as this by taking minus sign as a common. So we need to change this as this. So this is the required way of solving these polynomials. Okay, so we need to wipe the board this one, because this is also correct, but we have to change this polynomial product as the given polynomial. According to given polynomial, we have to multiply with minus sign, because first initially we take minus as a common here, so we need to take minus sign here. After taking minus sign, it will be 2 minus x and 3 in times 3 plus x, because you have to need you can also change minus, so minus x minus 3 minus x. Okay, after solving this you can get this. So this is the right way to solve such type of polynomials. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 18. Have a look, question number 18. X squared minus under root 3x minus 6. To solve this polynomial easily, we have to divide minus 6 by this number. After dividing minus 6, it means 6 by this number, we get 2 as a quotient. Now we have to find all factors of this quotient. So all factors of this quotient will be 1 and 2. Now we have two factors whose difference will be minus 1 and their product will be 2. Okay, so you can consider here 1. Okay, so now we can write x square and minus root 3 x can be written as minus 2 under root 3 x plus root 3x, because there you can consider here 1. Okay, so their sum will be minus root 3x and their product will be minus 6. Okay, so minus 6 as it is. Now we can take x as a multiple as a common, and we can write x minus 2 under root 3 as a multiple, and we can also take root 3 as a common, and we can write x minus 2 under root 3 as a multiple, because after multiplying this and this you can get this, and after multiplying this and this you can get this. So now we can see clearly x minus 2 under root 3 and x minus 2 under root 3 are present in both terms. So we can take x minus 2 under root 3 as a common, and we can write x plus under root 3 as a multiple. This is the required factors of the polynomial x squared minus under root 3x minus 6. Now let's go ahead to the next question, question number 19. Question number 19, 40 plus 3x minus x squared. Now we have to find two factors of 40 whose sum or difference will be 3x and their product will be 40. Okay, so we find 8 and 5. These are two factors of 40 whose difference will be 3 plus 3 and their product will be plus 40. So we can write this polynomial as 40 and plus 3x can be written as 8x minus 5x, because their difference will be plus 3x and their product also will be 40. Okay, so we can write here x square. Now we can take x as a common, and we can write 5 minus x as a multiple, and minus sign is also here. So we need to change the sign, because after multiplying minus x with minus x we get plus x squared. So we need to change this sign, plus x. Okay, now if you multiply minus x with 5 you can get minus 5x, and if you multiply minus x plus x you can get minus x squared as a product. So we can write, now we can take 8 as a common, and we can write x plus 5 as a multiple. Okay, now you can see here, after multiplying this you can get this, because if you multiply 8 with x you will get 8x as a product, and if you multiply 8 with 5 you will get 40 as a product. So this polynomial can be written as this. Now we see clearly x plus 5 and x plus 5 are present in both terms, so we can take x plus 5 as a common, and we can write this and this as a multiple. So this is the required factors of the polynomial 40 plus 3x minus x squared. So now let's go ahead to the next question, question number 20. X squared minus 26x plus 133. Now we have to choose two factors of this constant number 133, whose difference will be minus 26 and their product will be 100. Difference and sum will be minus 26 and their product will be 133. So we have to choose two factors of 133. Okay, so you have to write all factors of 133. So we can write all factors of 133 will be 1 and 7 and 19. So we choose two numbers from here whose difference or sum will be minus 26 and their product will be 133, and we consider two numbers 7 and 19. So but their difference will be minus 26, so we need to take minus sign with these two numbers. So this polynomial can be written as x square minus 26 can be written as minus 19x minus 7x, because their sum will be minus 26x and their product will be plus 133. Now we can take x as a common and we can write x minus 19 as a multiple, and we can also take 7 as a common and we can write x minus 19 as a multiple. Now we can see clearly x minus 19 and x minus 19 are present in both terms. So we can take x minus 19 as a common and we can take x minus 7 as a multiple. This is the required factors of the polynomial x squared minus 26x plus 133. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 21. X squared minus 2 under root 3x minus 24. For solving this polynomial, such type of polynomials, first of all, we have to divide this constant number by this number. And after dividing this constant number by this number, we get 8 as a quotient. Now we have to write all factors of this number. So all factors will be 1, 2, 4 and 8. Now we have to choose two numbers from here whose difference or sum will be minus 2 and their product will be 8. So we can consider two numbers 2 and 4 whose sum or difference will be minus 2 and their product will be 8. But we can see here minus sign. So we need minus sign with one of these numbers. So we take to get minus, we need to take minus sign with greater number. So we can write x squared and minus 2 under root 3x can be written as minus 4 under root 3x and plus 2 under root 3x and 24 as it is, because their sum will be minus 2 under root 3x, and their product will be minus 24. Now we can take x as a common, and we can write x minus 4 under root 3 as a multiple. Now we can take plus 2 under root 3 as a common, and we can write x minus 4 under root 3 as a multiple. After multiplying this with this, you can get this, because if you multiply 2 under root 3 with x, you will get 2 under root 3x, and if you multiply 2 under root 3 with minus 4 under root 3, you will get minus 24. So now we can see clearly x minus 4 under root 3 and x minus 4 under root 3 are present in both terms. So we can take x minus 4 under root 3 as a common, and we can write this x and plus 2 under root 3 as a common. So x plus 2 under root 3 as a multiple. So this is the required factors of the polynomial x squared minus 2 under root 3x minus 24. This is the required factors. I hope you understand all these things in a very simple way. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. But before moving forward, we have to wipe the board. Okay, so let me wipe the board first. Now have a look. Question number 21. 21 हो चुका है? नहीं, 21, yes. Have a look, guys. Next questions. 21 हो चुका है. 22. Have a look, guys. Question number 22. Questions number 22. X square minus 3 under root 5x minus 20. For solving this type of polynomial, first of all, we have to divide this constant number with this number. After dividing this constant number with this number, you get 4 as a quotient. Now we have to find all factors of this number. So all factors of this number will be 1, 2 and 4. Now we have to choose two numbers from here whose difference will be minus difference or sum will be minus 3 and their product will be 4. So we consider two numbers 1 and 4. Their sum will be minus 3 and their product will be minus 24. So as you know, product of one positive integers and one negative integers always will be negative. Here we can see 20 minus 20. So we need to take minus sign with greater number. So we can take minus sign with 4 and plus sign with 1. So their difference will be minus 3 and their product will be there and there. the product of these numbers and these numbers, and also these numbers will be minus 24. So we can write this polynomial as, now minus root 3 minus 3 under root 5 can be written as minus 4 under root 5 x and plus 1. So you can consider on 3 under root 5x minus 20, because their sum will be minus 3 under root 5x and their product will be minus 20. You can consider 1 as here. So minus 4 plus 1 will be minus 3 and under root 5 as a common. So you can consider their sum will be minus 3 under root 5x and their product will be minus 20. Now we can take x as a common and we can write x minus 4 under root 5 as a multiple, and we can also take here plus root 5 and as a common, and we can write x minus 4 under root 5 as a multiple, because if you multiply this with this you will get this, and if you multiply this with this you will get this. So this satisfies this. So now you can see clearly x minus 4 under root 5 and x minus 4 under root 5 present in both terms. So we can take x minus 4 under root 5 as a common and x plus under root 5 as a multiple. So this is the required factors. These are the required factors of the polynomial x squared minus 3 under root 5x minus 20. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Hello. Suraj 3770. Hello, how are you? Now let's go ahead. Question number 23. Question number 23. X squared plus under root 2x minus 24. For solving this type of polynomial, you have to divide this number with this number. So after dividing this number with this number, you will get 12 as a quotient. Now we have to find all factors of 12. So all factors of 12 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. Now we have to choose two numbers from here whose sum or difference will be 1 and their product will be 12. So we consider two numbers 3 and 4. Their difference will be 1 and their product will be 12. So we can write this polynomial as x squared plus we take greater number first, so we can write 4 plus 4 under root 2x and minus 3 under root 2x, because their difference will be root 2x. Okay, this is only for understand. Okay, only for understanding, guys. And minus 24 as it is, because their product will be minus 24. As you know, guys, the product of one positive numbers and one negative numbers always will be negative. So we can see here, one positive and another negative. So after multiplying this number with this number, you will get this number. Now you can take x as a common, and you can write x plus 4 under root 2 as a multiple. And also here you can take minus 3 under root 2 as a common, and you can write x plus 4 under root 2 as a multiple. Because if you multiply this number with this number, you will get this number. And if you multiply this number with this number, you will get this number. So now we can see x plus 4 under root 2 and x plus 4 under root 2 are present in both terms. So we can take x plus 4 under root 2 as a common, and we can write this x minus this as a multiple. So we can write x minus 3 under root 2 as a multiple. These are two required factors of this polynomial, x square plus under root 2x minus 24. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. कैमरा थोड़ा पास लाओ, ले आओ. ओके जी. कैमरा थोड़ा पास तो मैं नहीं, अभी उतना व्यवस्था तो नहीं है, तो गाइज मैं नहीं ला पा रहा हूँ, इसके लिए सॉरी. और ये जूम पहले में जूम हो जाता था, कुछ एरर हो गया है जिस कारण से जूम नहीं हो पा रहा है, और मैं कोशिश करने का प्रयास करता हूँ और इसे मैं जूम करने का प्रयास करता हूँ. लेकिन यहाँ लिखता है रिपीट एक्शन टू फोर्स जूम इन और आउट ऑन वेब पेज, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम अनेबल टू जूम. ओके सर जी, ओके, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. नेक्स्ट टाइम I'll try my level best to take this camera near to the board. Okay, so now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 24. But before moving forward, we have to wipe the board first. So we need one paper to wipe this board. So just a minute. Let me wipe the board first. Let me dry up the board. Now you can see clearly. Okay. Now have a look, guys. Next questions. Question number 24. Okay. Question number 24. Questions number 24. X squared minus 2 under root 2x minus 30. For solving this type of polynomial, you have to divide this number by this number. After dividing this number by this number, you will get 15 as a quotient. Now we have to find all factors of this number. So all factors of this number will be 1, 3, 5, and 15. Now we have to choose two numbers from here whose sum or difference will be minus 2 and their product will be 15. So we consider these two numbers. Okay, their difference or sum will be minus 2 and their product will be minus 30. As you know, the product of one positive numbers and one negative numbers will be always negative. So we need to take minus sign with one of these numbers and plus sign with one of these numbers. But to get minus 2, we need to take minus sign with bigger number and plus sign with a smaller number. So we can take plus 3 and minus 5. Now you can write this polynomial as x squared minus 5 under root 2x and plus 3 under root 2x. Because their difference will be minus 2 under root 2x and their product will be minus 30. Now we can take x as a common and we can write x minus 5 under root 2 as a multiple, and we can also take plus 3 under root 2 as a common and we can write x minus 5 under root 2 as a common, because after multiplying this with this you will get this, and if you multiply this with this you will get this, and if you multiply this with this you will get this, and if you multiply this with this you will get this. Okay, now we can see clearly x minus 5 under root 2 and x minus 5 under root 2 present in both terms. So we can take x minus 5 under root 2 as a common and x plus under root 2, sorry, 3 under root 2 as a multiple. So these are two required factors of this polynomial. Okay, now let's go ahead. Exercise 3C. Exercise 3C. Exercise 3C. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 25. Question number 25. X squared minus x minus 156. For solving this polynomial, we have to find two factors of this number whose sum or difference will be minus 1 and their product will be minus 156. Okay, so if you are able to find out two factors whose difference or sum will be minus 1 and their product will be minus 156. So let me try. Okay, 13 and 12. Now we get minus 156. To get minus 156, we need to take minus sign with the greater number because we need minus 1. So we take minus sign with this number and plus sign with this number, because their sum will be minus 1 and their product will be 1 minus 156. Let me check it. Okay, so this polynomial can be written as x square and minus x can be written as minus 13x plus 12x, because their sum will be minus x and their product will be minus 156. Now we can take x as a common and we can write x minus 13 as a multiple, and we can also take 2 plus 12 as a common and we can write x minus 13 as a multiple. Now we can see x minus 13 and x minus 13 are present in both terms, so we can take x minus 13 as a common and x plus 12 as a multiple. These are two required factors of this polynomial. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 26. X squared minus 24x minus 145. For solving this polynomial, we have to find, first of all, we have to find all factors of this constant number. Okay? If you are able to find two factors of this constant number whose sum or difference will be minus 24 and their product will be minus 145. So choose two numbers. Okay? So let me try. Let me find out all factors of minus 145. Okay? So let me try. Question number 26. Okay? So two numbers 29 5 is 125, but we need minus 24, so we need to take negative sign with greater number and positive sign with a smaller number, because as you know, product of one positive numbers and another negative numbers always will be negative, so we take negative sign with greater number and positive sign with a smaller number. So this polynomial can be written as x squared and minus 24x can be written as minus 29x plus 5x, because their sum will be minus 24x and their product will be minus 145. Okay? Now we take x as a common and we can write x minus 29 as a product, sorry, as a multiple, and we can take here plus 5 as a common and we can write x minus 29 as a multiple. Now you can see here x minus 29 and x minus 29 are present in both terms, so we can take x minus 29 as a common and we can write x plus 5 as a multiple. So these are two required factors of this polynomial x squared minus 24x minus 145. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 27. 9x squared plus 18x plus 8. For solving this type of polynomial, first of all, you have to multiply this number with this number. Okay, so after multiplying this number with this number, you will get 72 as a product. Okay, now we have to find all factors of these numbers. If you are able to find out two factors of this number whose sum or difference will be 18 and their product will be 72. So let me find out two factors of this number. Okay, so we find 23 and 18 and 3 because sorry. Let me find out. Okay, we can find two numbers 12 and 6 whose sum will be 18 and their product will be 72. So we can write this polynomial as 9x squared and this 18x can be written as 12x plus 6x and this number as it is because their sum will be 18x and their product will be 72. So now we can take 3x as a common and we can write 3x plus 4 as a multiple because if you multiply this number with this number you will get this number, and if you multiply this number with this number you will get this number. Now we take plus 2 as a common and we can write 3x plus 4 as a multiple. Now you can see clearly here 3x plus 4 and 3x plus 4 are present in both terms. So we can take 3x plus 4 as a common and we can write 3x plus 2 as a multiple. These are two required factors of this polynomial. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Question number 28. Six x squared plus 17x plus 12. For solving this polynomial, you have to multiply this number with this number. After multiplying this number with this number, you will get 72 as a product. Okay. Now we have to find all factors of 72 or we have to find two factors of 72 whose sum or difference will be plus 17 and their product will be plus 72. So choose two numbers. So let me find out two factors of these numbers. Two factors of these numbers. So we find that two factors of this number. Uh, 8 and 9 whose sum will be 17x plus 17 and their product will be 72. So this polynomial can be written as 6x squared plus 17x can be written as 9x plus 8x and plus 12 as it is because 9x and 8x gives 17x because their sum will be plus 17x and their product will be plus 72. So now you can take 3 as a 3x as a common, and you can write 2x plus 3 as a multiple, because if you multiply this number with this number, you will get this number, and if you multiply this number with this number, you will get this number. Now we can take 4 as a common, and we can write 2x plus 3 as a multiple, because if you multiply this number with this number, you will get this number, and if you multiply this number with this number, you will get this number. Now you can see clearly 2x plus 3 and 2x plus 3 are present in both terms, so we can take 2x plus 3 as a common, and you can write 3x plus 4 as a multiple. These are two required factors of the polynomial 6x squared plus 17x plus 12. Okay. Now let's go ahead to the next topic, surface area and volume. Okay, so now let's go ahead to the next topic as I have mentioned in the title. So let me go ahead to the next topic. Okay, now we have to wipe the board first. So let me wipe the board. Now let's go ahead to the next topic as I have mentioned in this title, guys. Area and surface area and volume. So in this live session, I'm going to solve most important questions related to surface area and volume, which are very important questions for the examination point of view. So now let's go ahead. Find the area of the triangle whose base measures 24 centimeter and the corresponding height measures 14.5 centimeter. Let me write the questions. Find the area of the triangle whose base measure 24 centimeter and the corresponding height. Corresponding height measures 14.5 centimeter. Have a look, guys, solution of these problems. Given that base is equal to 24 centimeter and height is equal to 14.5 centimeter. So area will be area of the given triangle will be 1 upon 2 into base into height a square unit. So 1 upon 2 into base, here you can consider 24 and height 14.5 square centimeter and is centimeter square. Now 24, now you can cancel 24 with 2 and in 12 times. So 12 to the 24. Now you can write 12 into 14.5 centimeter square. After multiplying, we get let me multiply this 174.0 centimeter square. So thus required area of the given triangle will be 174 centimeter square. Okay, now let's go ahead to the next questions. In this live session, I will solve only important questions. Okay, so now let's go ahead. First of all, let me wipe the board. Have a look, guys. Next questions. In a triangle ABC, it is given that base is equal to 12 centimeter and height is equal to 5 centimeter. Find its area. Okay, have a look solution of these questions. Given that B is equal to 12 centimeter and H is equal to 5 centimeter. So area of a triangle ABC is equal to 1 by 2 into base into height a square unit. So 1 by 2 into base 12 into height 5 centimeter square. 6 times 12 cancel. We get 5 in 6 into 5, and after multiplying this we will get 30 as a product, and this is the required area. Thus required area of the given triangle ABC is 30 centimeter square. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. The length of 3 sides of a triangle are 20 centimeter, 16 centimeter, and 12 centimeter. Find the area of the triangle. Okay, have a look the solution of this problem. Given that A is equal to 20 centimeter, B is equal to 16 centimeter, C is equal to 12 centimeter. Okay, so S is equal to A plus B plus C upon 2, and we get 20 plus 16 plus 12 upon 2, 6 to 8, 1 1 2 up to 4 upon 2, we get 24 centimeter semi perimeter. Now according to questions, area of the triangle is equal to under root s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c by using Heron formulas. So now we can write s 24 into 24 minus a. Here you can see 20 and s minus b, that means 24 minus 16, and s minus c, that means 24 minus 12. A square unit, that means centimeter square. Now you can write 24 as it is, and here 24 minus 20 you will get 4, and 24 minus 16 you will get 8, and 24 minus 12 you will get 12. Okay, centimeter square. Now we have to factorize all these numbers. So for easy solution we can factorize this number as uh, 3 into 8, and this number as 2 into 2, and we can write 8 as it is, and also we can write this number as 3 into 4. Okay, now you can see here 3 and 3 makes pair, so we can write for these two 3 only one 3 here, and we can write because this and this make pairs, so we can write 1 8, and here we can write 2, and also we can write this for this, because a square root of this and this will be this, and a square root of this and this will be this, and a square root of this will be this, and a square root of this will be this. Okay, so you can also write this number as 2 into 2. So after taking a square root of this number you will get 2, and after taking a square root of this into this you will get this, and after taking a square root of this and this you will get this, and and also taking a square root of this number you will get this centimeter square. Now we get 96 centimeter square as a area of the given triangle. So thus you can write required area of the given triangle will be or is 96 centimeter square. Okay. Okay. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. So before moving forward, we have to wipe the board first. So let me wipe the board first. Okay. Today I will solve most important questions according to exam point of view. Okay. If you find this video informative, useful, then like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you want to learn a spoken English, then visit to our YouTube channel, English with Uday or Be English Thinker 101. Okay. If you want to enhance your English speaking skill with a story, then you must visit to our YouTube channel, English with Uday. No problem. It's my duty and it's my responsibility. So now let's go ahead to the next questions. Each side of an equilateral triangle measures 8 centimeter. Find the area of the triangle. Solution. Have a look, guys. Solution of this problem. Given that A is equal to 8 centimeter. Here, 8, we consider A as a side of an equilateral triangle. So as you know that area of equilateral triangle, an equilateral triangle is equal to under root 3 by 4 a square unit, where a is the side of an equilateral triangle. So under root 3 by 4 into 8 centimeter square. After solving this, we will get 2 under root 3 centimeter square. So you can write thus required area of an equilateral triangle will be or is 2 under root 3 centimeter square. Okay. Oh, sorry, yaar. 4 to the 8. Yes. Am I right or wrong? Tell me in comment section. Am I right? Am I right? Oh, sorry, yaar. A square. It means 8 ka square, guys. So you can write here under root 3 by 4 into 64. So you can cancel this 64 with 4 in 16 times, so you will get 16 under root 3. So you can write 16 under root 3. Thank you. Thank you for appreciation. Thanks for appreciation. I really appreciate. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. It's my bad, guys. This time, I have forgot a square of this number. So you can consider a square of this number as this, and after cancelling this number with this number, you will get this number. And so the required area of the given equilateral triangle will be 16 under root 3 centimeter square. Please support me and share this video among your family and friends as much as you can, guys. Okay, okay, okay. I'll try my level best. Okay. Now let's go ahead to the next questions. Each of the two equal sides of an isosceles right triangle is 10 centimeter long. Find its area. For solving this problem, first of all, we have to draw a picture of an isosceles triangle, isosceles right angle triangle. So you consider this stroke sign represent isosceles right angle triangle. Okay. So according to problems, according to questions, you can write 10 centimeter here and you can write 10 centimeter here. Let me consider, let me suppose that the given triangle will be A, B, A, B, and C. Also, you can write this triangle as A, B, and C. Okay. As you want, as you can name this triangle like this. But for this is only for understanding. Okay. So we consider AB. Okay. So now let's go ahead. Have a look, guys. Solution of this problem. Let ABC. Okay, ABC or ABC. Okay, ABC. B, an isosceles triangle. Isosceles right triangle. In right isosceles right triangle ABC, we consider AB is equal to 10 centimeter and AB is equal to BC is equal to 10 centimeter. Okay, and we have to find equal to what? So by using Pythagoras theorem, we can write AC is equal to under root AB square plus BC square. A square of 10 plus a square of 10. Okay, we will get 100 plus 100. So we will get 200. So you can take, you have to factorize this number as a smaller, as a product of prime numbers. Okay, so after taking a square of this number, you will get 10 under root 2 centimeter. Okay, but we no need to find AC because we have to find the area of the this given triangle, and so we no need to find this. So you can write area of the given triangle is equal to 1 upon 2 into base into height, a square unit. Okay, so 2 into 10 into 10 centimeter square. After solving this, you will get 50 centimeter square. Okay, so therefore the required area of an isosceles triangle will be or is uh, 50 centimeter square. Am I right? This is only for understanding. Okay, so you can consider this for right answer of these problems. Now let's go ahead. Yes, yes, I am. I think now I need to go offline, okay? Because it is 12:32. That's why I need to go offline. If you find this video informative, interesting, then like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Take care. Bye bye. See you soon in next live stream, guys.